Oh, we're on. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tup Talk Tuesday with Terry Hoffer Photography. Each week, I will be interviewing a different person at my studio and ask them questions about random topics. So today we have Miss Katie. Welcome, Katie. And today we're going to talk about self-confidence and giving zero fucks about what other people think. Yay, good topic.
Generally a good idea.
Yes. So, Miss Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started on our topic.
Well, I'm 30 years old, and I've lived in Winnipeg all my life. And I started doing photography myself a couple years ago. And my day job is I'm a support worker for Saint Amant, which I also really enjoy.
Okay, cool. So you like to work with people, obviously, and
Yes.
help lift them up, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So now today's topic, obviously, is about self-confidence. So what does self-confidence mean to you?
Literally not giving a fuck. Like you said it perfectly. I have a really, really hard time with that, but I realize when you're able to actually get to that point and not caring what people think, like I'm drinking a cup of coffee, wearing a fucking crown in a tub. I couldn't be happier. And a lot of people maybe think that's weird, and not caring about what other people think is what is really exciting.
Yes, exactly. And that's a big thing that I promote here, of course, which is why we do this series. Because it's fun, if nothing else. Like, life is meant to be fun and not boring. So let's take the boring out of it and have a good time. All right, so for yourself, when you are feeling low sometimes, and we're not always up with our self-confidence, how do you find, like, what do you do to give yourself more self-confidence or, like, pick you up in a time of less?
Singing.
Singing.
I don't know what it is about singing in the car, and I've been caught too. Like I'll be at a stoplight and just like belting it out, and I turn around and some guy's laughing at me, but it's more they're laughing because they're seeing that I'm enjoying myself so much,
Yeah.
and it makes me feel good. And it's just like I'm actually gonna plug them right now. I've been singing almost every day Red Moon Road's Words of the Wall, like every day, and it just makes me feel really good. I'm a terrible singer, but
Me too.
I feel like a complete diva when I'm doing that, and I'm dancing in my living room or telling myself that I'm good enough for me and not for other people.
Awesome. That's really good. I always tell people, as far as creative outlets go, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be, like, for me, it's photography. Obviously, that's a
Yeah.
number one. But I also journal. I will rip pages out of magazines. Like, there's multiple ways that you can just,
Journaling,
like,
yeah.
do something to help bring yourself up. And in the process, hopefully bring somebody else up, too, which is awesome. Cool. So for myself, I find that, like, finding self-confidence, it's a continual process, which obviously I hope everybody, it's a thing that
I think
happens.
it's
Like,
something that
nobody
you'll
can be
always-
forever confident. I don't think. You have bad days, but as long as like 99% of them are really good, then you're doing
Yeah.
good. But I'm gonna say I find that, like anything else you do, the easier it gets, the more you do it. Right? Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, it's kind of like if you have a skill, you have to practice it, right? You can't just expect to wake up one morning and say, hey, today I think I'm going to be a ballerina and I've never danced before. Okay, is it attainable? Absolutely.
To be fair, I did do that.
I know. However, you got better with practice, right?
Did I though?
I would
Just
probably
kidding.
say. But yeah, something for confidence for me, it's like I have to do it like every second of every day because there are things going on in my head all the time. It could be a look from someone on the street, or I'm meeting new people, what will they think of me, all this stuff. So I constantly put myself in situations where I'm uncomfortable. And even when I first met you, we went to Aspire and I was shooting with a whole bunch of other photographers, and it was really nerve-wracking, but I'm so happy that I did it. And then because you get that almost instant gratification afterwards, thinking, oh yeah, you know what, I did that and I did it well, and that's good.
Yeah, awesome. That is so cool. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add on the topic of self-confidence, self-acceptance, and giving zero fucks?
I think honestly, if you tell yourself to give zero fucks like daily, that's probably the best thing. And realize that the people who really do care about you and love you are never going to not support you. And they might not agree with everything you do, but they'll always love you in the end, and that's what's important.
The other thing I would suggest is on the internet, take everything with a grain of salt. People are
No
asshats
kidding.
on the internet. Like, everybody thinks they can get away with saying anything, but in real life, they would never say it to your face. So literally, don't even take it for anything. Any negative comments, anything like that, just ignore people.
Well, it's people hiding behind the internet, right?
Yeah.
So be that strong person that doesn't do that.
And
you
call
go
out
up-
people who do that to other people, because that's just like promoting bullying if you join in the fun. So, like, call them out on it and say that's not cool. Body shaming's not
and then
cool, or
also when
whatever.
you see something on the internet that you enjoy and you're like, oh, that person was really brave. Tell them they're brave. Tell
Yes.
them they're beautiful, because you want that stuff to be said to you. So you want to make sure that you're building up other people, and you'll find that like you get self gratification by telling other people that, and eventually it means that positive people will come your way too.
That's correct. Be the person you want to attract. That's the key. So yeah, that's all for today for Tub Talk with Terry, and we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Katie.
Bye.
Bye.